Hi everyone, welcome back to InnoviCall, your space for learning about emotional intelligence, personal growth, and how to live a more meaningful and happy life. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you never miss a new episode. I am Professor Nikesh Jaggi from RMIT University in Melbourne, Australia. This channel is all about helping and supporting each other by sharing our real-life experiences, skill, and knowledge. Because when we learn together, we grow stronger together. One of the key factors in our success is being part of a community and supporting one another. As humans, we thrive when we connect, help each other, and share our stories. The sense of connection is at the heart of what we do here on InnoviCalls. By sharing knowledge and experiences, we help build a community where everyone can thrive, whether it is personal growth, academic achievement, or simply living a happier, more fulfilled life. Continuing our journey through emotional intelligence, today's episode focuses on vital component, empathy. First of all, let's see what empathy means. Empathy is recognizing, understanding, and appreciating how other people feel. It's about being able to articulate your understanding of another person's perspective and responding in a way that respects their emotions. At the core of empathic behavior is the ability to perceive and appreciate what, how, and why people feel the way they do. It's the emotional reading of the others combined with a genuine interest and concern for their well-being. In today's episode, we will explore how empathy strengthens our relationship, enhance communication, and help us become more emotionally intelligent individuals. So let's dive in and discover how developing empathy can positively impact both on our personal and professional lives. To better understand empathy, let's listen to conversation between Moria, a postgraduate student, and Catherine, her supervisor. It was the day of an important research presentation. Moria was late to her meeting with Catherine. Catherine had made the time in her busy day to help Moria and was feeling upset, thinking Moria didn't care. Catherine: Moria, you knew this meeting was important. You are late, and it seemed like you don't take this seriously. Moria: I'm really sorry, Catherine. I know you made the time for me, and I do care. I should have messaged you. I understand why you are upset. Catherine, calming down. You are usually on time. What happened? Moria? On the way here, I got a call from my younger brother. He had a panic attack after a stressful encounter with one of his colleagues and didn't know who else to call. I stopped to help him calm down. I thought I would still make it on time, but it took longer than I expected. Catherine? Thanks for telling me. I'm glad your brother is okay. Let's look at your presentation now. What is empathy? Let us start by redefining empathy through the story of Moria and Catherine. In this example, Moria showed empathy by understanding and acknowledging Catherine's feeling even when she was late for their meeting. Empathy is the ability to understand someone else's feeling and perspective, even if they differ from your own. It's not just about hearing what others say. It's about deeply understanding their emotions, thoughts, and expectations. In the story, Moria recognizes how Catherine might feel frustrated about the delay and responded in a way that showed she respected Catherine's feeling. By explaining her own situation, helping her brother with a panic attack, Moria opened the door for Catherine to understand her perspective. This turned a potentially confrontational situation into a more collaborative conversation. Empathy is a powerful tool for effective communication. It can transform the tense situation into opportunities for connection. When you empathize with others, you make them feel heard and valued, which strengthens your relationship with them. Now let's see why empathy is so important. Empathy is essential for building a strong, trusting relationship. When people feel understood, they are more likely to cooperate with you. But when they feel misunderstood or attacked, they will likely become defensive or disengage. Imagine you are in a team meeting and one of your colleagues appears upset. By responding with empathy, you might say, "It looks like you are frustrated. What's going on?" This shows you are paying attention to their emotion and are open to understanding their perspective. This type of empathic response not only helps to resolve conflict, but also promotes teamwork and mutual respect. Now, let's see what empathy isn't. While empathy is an incredibly valuable skill, there are few misconceptions that we need to clear up to better understand it. First, we should know that empathy is not just being nice. Some people confuse empathy with sympathy. Some people confuse empathy with simply being polite or nice. But the empathy is much more deeper than that. It involves genuinely understanding what someone else is going through and responding in a way that acknowledges their feeling. For instance, if a friend is going through a tough time, saying, "I hope everything okay," might sound nice, but it doesn't show that you understand their pain. An empathic response would sound like, "I can see this is really hard for you. You must be feeling overwhelmed." This response goes beyond pleasantries to truly acknowledge their emotional state. Also, we should consider the empathy isn't sympathy. Another common misconception is confusing empathy with sympathy. While both are about the caring for someone else's feeling, they are very different. Sympathy is feeling sorry for someone, which focuses on your reaction to their situation. Empathy, however, is about understanding their emotion and seeing the world from their point of view. For example, if your friend loses their job, sympathy may sound like, "I'm sorry, you lost your job. That must be terrible." While that's kind, it's more about your feeling toward their situation. On the other hand, empathy would sound like, "That must be really frustrating for you. I can imagine how tough this is, especially after you've worked so hard." Here you are connecting with your friend's emotion by acknowledging what they might be feeling. The third point to consider is that empathy doesn't mean agreeing with someone. Some people mistakenly think that if they express empathy, they are agreeing with the other person's point of view. This is not true. Empathy is about recognizing and understanding someone else's feeling or perspective, even if you do not agree with that. Empathy is about understanding, not necessarily agreeing. There are times when using empathy is difficult, especially when you feel stressed, misunderstood, or defensive. In those moments, our natural instinct is to react from our own perspective, which can lead to argument, frustration, or miscommunication. But when we take a step back and try to see things from the other person's viewpoint, we can break this cycle. Empathy helps us shift away from emotional pushback and foster more collaborative, understanding conversation. As we see, empathy is an essential skill for improving relationship and communication. It helps us to understand others' emotion, connect with them on a deeper level, and resolve conflict in a more positive way. By practicing empathy, we can turn challenging conversation into opportunity for connection and growth. To recap, empathy is about understanding someone else's perspective and feeling. It's not about just being nice or polite, and it is not about feeling sorry for someone. Empathy doesn't mean you agree with the other person. It's about recognizing and respecting their emotion and experiences without judgment. Next time you find yourself in a difficult conversation, try use empathy. You will be surprised at how much it can improve your interaction and relationships. I hope you find this episode helpful. As you can see, empathy is a deep and important topic, one that influences how we learn, work, and grow as individuals. It is something we don't want it to rush through because it impacts our relationship and our success in both personal and professional environment. In the next episodes, we will continue to explore this topic in more detail and share more real-life examples to help you understand how empathy can be a powerful tool in your own life. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss what's coming next. Here at Innovaticals, we are all about supporting each other to grow and thrive, whether you are a student, a researcher, or an early career professional. We believe in your potential, and we are here to help you succeed and feel fulfilled in what you do. Thank you so much for being here today, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you again in our next episode. Until then, take care, stay curious, and keep growing.